Good evening and welcome to the regular meeting of the Frankfort Village Board. Tonight is Monday, May 18th, 2026. I call this meeting to order and I ask our clerk, Katie Schubert, to take the roll, please.
Mayor Ogle.
Here.
Trustee Ledden. Trustee Savaria.
Here.
Trustee Rigoni.
Here.
Trustee Borelli.
Here.
Trustee Rossi.
Here.
Clerk Schubert is here. Attorney Lamore. Chief Chalepis.
Here.
Village Administrator Barica.
Present.
Assistant Administrator Brown.
Here.
Mayor, we do have physical quorum here tonight. And
Thank you.
in accordance with the village ordinance, I received an electronic attendance request from Trustee Petro for participating remotely tonight. Trustee Petro, we can see you on the video. Will you please state your reason for not being physically present at tonight's board meeting?
Employment.
All right, Mayor. We will now need our motion.
Okay. This was not on the agenda, so those that might be following along, but the electronic participation, we have a physical quorum. We also need then the board to agree to let this other trustee participate electronically. So I'd ask for a motion and a second.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second, and each one of the votes, because there's electronic participation, has to be a roll call vote from the clerk. So we'll go to our clerk, Katie Schubert, for the vote.
Trustee Savaria?
Yes. Here.
Trustee Rigoni?
Yes.
Trustee Rossi?
Yes.
Trustee Borelli?
Yes.
All right, so motion carries to allow electronic participation, so we'll do one more roll call with everyone.
Thank you.
So, Trustee Savaria?
Here.
Trustee Rigoni?
Here.
Trustee Rossi?
Here.
Trustee Borelli?
Here.
Trustee Petro?
Here.
All right, we have quorum.
Okay, thank you. If everyone would please stand with me and we'll say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. First item that we have on here is what's called the unanimous consent agenda. All items on the consent agenda are considered to be routine in nature and will be enacted in one single motion. There's no separate discussion of these items unless a board member so requests. In that event, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and will be considered separately. At this time, I ask if any of our board members would like to remove any items from the consent agenda. Hearing none, can I get a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda?
So moved. Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. At this time, Trustee Rigoni.
Thank you, Mayor. I would like to note and request that the motion relating to the consent agenda abstains me from items C5 and C6, both relating to engineering services agreement due to my part-time employment with Robinson Engineering.
Okay. Thank you. So we have a motion and a second for the benefit of those who are in the audience or would be watching later. All this is available on our website, frankfortil.org, including a complete packet of all the information, a couple hundred pages, same thing that the trustees are seeing and voting on. The first item would be the approval of the minutes from the regular meeting of May 4th of 2026. And then we'll go to the approval of the bills. We'll go back to Trustee Rigoni.
Thank you, Mayor. This evening, out of the general corporate fund, a total of $422,074.59. Nothing out of the motor fuel tax fund. The capital development fund, $78,583.77. The sewer and water operation and maintenance fund, $86,069.96. And the Sewer and Water Extension Fund for $125,219.32 for a total of $1,011,947.64. I'd like to note that one of the notable is the payment for Iroquois paving due for the water main project that is in Prestwick on Hawthorne and Heather Lane.
Thank you. We have a couple items from the Committee of the Whole, and we'll go For items 1 and 2, we'll go to trustee Burley.
Thank you, Mayor. Item 1 is the disposal of surplus vehicles. At the May 4th meeting, the Committee of the Whole reviewed a request from the Public Works Department to declare 2 vehicles surplus due to mechanical issues and authorize their sale at auction. The vehicles include a 2005 International 7400 and a 2013 Chevrolet 1500. It was the consensus of the committee to forward a recommendation to the village board to declare the vehicles surplus. And the motion before us tonight is to accept the recommendation of the Committee of the Whole, waive the first and second readings, and pass an ordinance authorizing the sale and disposal of certain surplus vehicles owned by the Village of Frankfort through public auction. Item number 2 is the Vector truck purchase approval. At the same May 4th meeting, the Committee of the Whole reviewed a request from the Public Works Department to purchase a 2026 International Vector truck as part of the village's fleet replacement program. The existing 2008 Vector truck has reached the end of its useful life. The new truck will be purchased through the Sourcewell Cooperative Program from Standard Equipment Company at a cost not to exceed $605,860. It was the consensus of the committee to forward a recommendation to the village board to authorize the purchase of the vehicle with staff to determine at the time of delivery whether the existing truck should be traded in or sold at auction. The motion before us is to accept the recommendation of the Committee of the Whole and adopt a resolution authorizing the purchase of a 2026 International Vector truck from Standard Equipment Company in an amount not to exceed $605,860.
Okay, thank you. The next 2 items, number 3 and 4, we will go to trustee Savaria.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Item number 3 is dump truck purchase approval. At its May 14th meeting, the Committee of the Whole reviewed a request from the Public Works Department to purchase a 2027 International HV 507 dump truck with snow removal equipment as part of the village's fleet replacement program. The street department utilizes these vehicles for snow removal and other public works operations. The truck chassis will be provided by Rush Truck Centers, with dump body and snow equipment provided by Monroe Truck Equipment through the Sourcewell Cooperative Purchase Program at a total cost of $250,847. It was the consensus of the committee to forward a recommendation to the village board to authorize the purchase of the truck. The motion before us is to accept the recommendation of the Committee of the Whole and adopt a resolution authorizing the purchase of a 2027 International HV 507 truck chassis from Rush Truck Centers and the purchase of installation of the dump truck body and snow removal equipment package from Monroe Truck Equipment, Inc. in the amount of $250,847. And then item number 4 is pickup truck purchase approval. At its May 4th meeting, the Committee of the Whole reviewed the request from the Public Works Department to purchase a 2026 Ford F-350 4x4 pickup truck. Curry Motors of Frankfort agreed to match the state bid pricing and submitted a proposal in the amount of $49,997 for the vehicle purchase. In addition, approximately $15,000 will be required to upfit the vehicle with a snowplow, liftgate, toolbox, and lighting through the separate vendors. It was a consensus of the committee to forward a recommendation to the village board to authorize the purchase of the pickup truck and related upfitting. The motion before us is to accept the recommendation of the Committee of the Whole and adopt a resolution authorizing the purchase of a 2026 Ford F-150 4x4 truck with Curry Motors of Frankfort in the amount of $49,997 and authorize the related vehicle upfitting in an amount of not to exceed $15,000.
All right, thank you. Next item, number 5, we will go to trustee Rossi.
Thank you, Mayor. Manhole Rehabilitation Project Engineering Services Agreement. As part of the village's ongoing sewer maintenance program, staff completed a sanitary sewer evaluation survey and identified 154 manholes requiring rehabilitation to address inflow and infiltration issues. Robinson Engineering submitted a proposal in the amount of $50,900 to provide engineering services for the project, including design, bidding assistance, construction administration, and field observation. The total estimated project cost is approximately $544,960 and is included in the 26-27 budget. It was a consensus of the committee to forward a recommendation to the village boards to approve the agreement. The motion before us is to accept the recommendation of the Committee of the Whole, adopt a resolution authorizing the execution of an agreement with Robinson Engineering in the amount of $50,900 for professional engineering services related to the 2026 manhole rehabilitation project.
Okay, Thank you. Next item on your number 6, we'll go back to trustee Burley.
Thank you, Mayor. Item 6 is the 2026 Jackson Creek Sanitary Sewer Evaluation Survey Engineering Services Agreement. At the May 4th meeting, the Committee of the Whole reviewed a proposal from Robinson Engineering in the amount of $79,500 for professional engineering services related to the next phase of the Jackson Creek Sanitary Sewer Evaluation Program. The project will continue efforts to identify and mitigate inflow and infiltration within the Heritage Knolls and Founders Place subdivisions and the Vans Drive Industrial Park area. It was the consensus of the committee to forward a recommendation to the village board to approve the agreement, and the motion before us is to accept the recommendation of the committee of the whole and adopt a resolution authorizing the execution of an agreement with Robinson Engineering in the amount of $79,500 for professional engineering services related to the 2026 Jackson Creek Sanitary Sewer Evaluation Survey Project.
All right, thank you. Number 7, we will go to trustee Riccone again.
Thank you, Mayor. License plate reading cameras intergovernmental agreement. At its May 4th meeting, the Committee of the Whole reviewed a proposed 3-year renewal of the intergovernmental agreement between the Village of Frankfort and the County of Will for the placement of license plate reading cameras on county highways. The agreement pertains to 3 existing flock license plate reading cameras located along Laraway Road under the county jurisdiction. The cameras have proven valuable in supporting criminal investigations and enhancing public safety efforts. Will County is currently conducting a comprehensive review of all their IGAs relating to the automated license plate readers. The agreement remains subject to approval by Will County. Police Chief Talepis will attend the Will County Public Works and Transportation meeting to present information regarding the accountability measures and policies governing the village's use of the system. It was the consensus of the committee to forward a recommendation to the village board to approve the agreement. The motion before us is to accept the recommendation of the Committee of the Whole and adopt a resolution authorizing the execution of an intergovernmental agreement between the Village of Frankfort and the County of Will for the placement of license plate reading cameras located on county highways in County of Will.
Thank you. The next item on here, there's several of them. Number 8, we'll go to trustee Rossi.
Thank you, Mayor. Administrative appointments and designations. With the transition of John Barica as village administrator, several administrative appointments and designations require village board approval to ensure continuity of operations and compliance with applicable reporting requirements. These include appointments to the Illinois Municipal Retirement Fund, the Southwest Agency for Risk Management, the Government Insurance Network, and Freedom of Information Act officers. At the May 4th meeting, the Committee of the Whole reviewed the proposed appointments and recommended approval. 4 motions before us are: accept the recommendation of the Committee of the Whole, adopt a resolution appointing Village Administrator John Barica as the Village of Frankfort authorized agent to the Illinois Municipal Retirement Fund. Second motion, accept the recommendation of the Committee of the Whole, adopt a resolution appointing Village Administrator John Barica as a designated representative to the Southwest Agency for Risk Management, and appointing Assistant Village Administrator Zach Brown and Finance Director Jenny Booth as alternate representatives. Third motion, accept the recommendation of the Committee of the Whole and adopt a resolution appointing Village Administrator John Barica as the designated representative to the Government Insurance Network, and appointing Assistant Village Administrator Zachary Brown and Finance Director Jenny Booth as alternate representatives. Last motion before us is to accept the recommendation of the Committee of the Whole, adopt a resolution designating Freedom of Information Act officers for the Village of Frankfort.
All right, thank you. We have a couple items from the Plan Commission, and we'll go back to trustee Borelli for items 1A and B.
Thank you, Mayor. This is the American Islamic Association major PUD change. Applicants Michael Mathis, representing the property owner, American Islamic Association, is requesting approval of a major change to the American Islamic Association planned unit development for proposed site and building improvements at 8860 West St. Francis Road. At the March 26th Plan Commission meeting, the applicant presented a proposed 3-phase expansion plan. Phase 1 included parking lot and driveway expansions along with stormwater improvements. Phase 2 included a women's prayer room expansion, and Phase 3 included a gymnasium and classroom addition. Due to the number of public comments and length of discussion, the public hearing was continued to April 23rd. At the April 23rd public hearing, the applicant presented a revised proposal that depicted removal of Phase 3 of Phase 3 of the expansion plan and a reduction in the number of proposed parking spaces. Additionally, the transition yard along the west property was revised to incorporate clusters of evergreen plantings rather than a straight row of evergreens. The proposed detention ponds remain designed to accommodate the original full build-out plan to ensure adequate long-term stormwater management. The Plan Commission forwarded 2 unanimous recommendations to the Village Board to approve the major PUD change and the preliminary and final plat of subdivision subject to several conditions. The first motion is to accept before us tonight is to accept the Plan Commission recommendation, waive the first and second readings, and pass an ordinance approving a major change to the American Islamic Association Plan Unit Development to allow and amendments to the final development plan, including modifications to the building elevations and site plan for the property located at 8860 West St. Francis Road, in accordance with the reviewed plans, public testimony, and findings of fact, and subject to the following conditions. 1, payment of the tree preservation cash in lieu fee as may be required by the code official pursuant to section 158.03 of the Frankfort Municipal Code. 2, applicant shall provide an updated landscape plan to ensure full evergreen screening by providing clusters of a variety of evergreen planting materials. 3, applicant shall provide compliant plans including landscaping, photometrics, and elevations to be consistent with the geometric changes on the site plan to revise the northwest parking area, 19 spaces, to be distributed at landscape islands and at the southeast corner of the parking lot for staff review. 4, final engineering approval. 5, parking lot lights shall be shut off 1 hour after services have ended or when the facility is not in use. And 6, the American Islamic Association shall provide traffic control on Fridays on 88th Avenue and St. Francis Road during peak hours. The second motion before us is to accept the Plan Commission recommendation and approve the preliminary and final plat for AIA subdivision prepared by Rudiger, Tonelli and Associates and Twig Technologies dated April 13th in accordance with the reviewed plans and subject to any necessary technical revisions and easements in accordance with the village land subdivision regulations and final engineering approval.
Thank you. And for the final item on here, we'll go to Trustee Savari.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Next item, D2, is 1.5 mile review, Olive Oak subdivision. Applicant Aham Al-Sabah, representing AIRA Holdings LLC, is the owner of the 24.83 acre property located at the northeast corner of 84th Avenue and North Avenue in unincorporated Frankfort Township. The applicant has filed an application with Will County requesting a rezoning of the property from A1 agricultural to R4 single-family residential and approval of the preliminary plat of subdivision for a 28-lot detached single-family residential development known as Olive Oak subdivision. Given that the subject property is located within the village's 1.5 extraterritorial jurisdiction, the village is authorized to review and comment on the proposed rezoning and subdivision, including signing the final plat prior to the recording. The proposed development is consistent with the village's 2040 comprehensive plan, which designates the property for single-family detached residential use. The developer has also committed to complying with the village's minimum 15,000 square foot lot size requirements, engineering design standards, and subdivision regulations. At its April 23, 2026 public meeting, the Plan Commission forwarded a unanimous 6-0 recommendation of no objection to the proposed rezoning request. The developer is also seeking connection to the village's water and sanitary sewer system, which requires a pre-annexation agreement pursuant to the village code. At its May 4, 2026 meeting, the Committee of the Whole reviewed the draft pre-annexation agreement and preliminary plat. The discussion included a proposed connection to the existing Stubb Street at Timber Mill Drive within Rainford Farms subdivision. It was noted that the Frankfort Township Highway Commission expressed concerns regarding potential cut-through traffic and does not support the connection. The committee expressed a preference to remain neutral on the issue and defer the decision regarding the Stubb Street connection to Will County. The motion before us is to accept the Plan Commission recommendation and vote no objection to the proposed Will County zoning map amendment rezoning from A1 Agricultural District to R4 Residential Single Family District. Will County Case ZC 25117, Olive Oak Subdivision, located at the northeast corner of 84th Avenue and North Avenue in the unincorporated Frankfort Township, 1909143 300-002, 0000, and 1909-14-400-013-0000 for the development of a 28-lot, single-family residential subdivision.
Thank you, a lot of zeros there. Thank you, trustee Savaria. Those are all the items that are on our consent agenda right now. We have a motion and a second, and since we have electronic participation, we will need a roll call vote.
Trustee Savaria? Yes. Trustee Rigoni?
Yes.
Trustee Rossi?
Yes.
Trustee Borelli?
Yes.
Trustee Petro?
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, thank you, clerk. The next item on here is what's called the mayor's report. On behalf of the village board, I would like to officially welcome John Barica as village administrator and Zach Brown as the assistant village administrator. This is their first village board meeting in their new roles, and we look forward to their continued leadership and service to the village and wish them great success in their new positions. The winners of the annual Get Hooked on Frankfort Fishing Derby was held on Saturday, May 16th. And we have this list here. Morning started out with a little bit of rain, little thunderstorms, but the fish liked that. And everybody showed up, the 3 to 7 group. So the most fish caught, there were 19. In the 3 to 7 category was Asher Sawyer, who's age 7. He's from Frankfort. The biggest fish caught was 9 inches, and that was Benjamin Ezos, and he's 6 years old, from Frankfort. Then we had the second group that went out, which was the 8 to 12-year-olds. The most fish caught was Delilah Jenkins with 27 fish. She's 10 years old from Okina. Good going there, Delilah. And then the biggest fish caught in the 8 to 12 group was 7.5 inches, and that was by Liam Woodlock, who's age 12, from Frankfort. On behalf of the village board, I would like to express our sincere appreciation of the members of our Public Works and Utilities departments in recognition of National Public Works Week. Their dedication and outstanding service play a vital role in maintaining and improving our community's infrastructure and ensuring the reliable delivery of essential services to our residents every day. We thank them for their professionalism, their hard work, and their continued commitment to the village of Frankfort. They're what make Frankfort shine. We're going to have our seasonal closure of Kansas Street. It'll be between Ash and Oak, and that will be starting on Thursday, May 21st. And it'll accommodate expanded outdoor dining in downtown Frankfort. This annual seasonal initiative supports local restaurants and businesses by providing additional outdoor seating opportunities and creating a vibrant al fresco dining experience for residents and visitors alike. To further enhance the downtown atmosphere, additional benches and decorative planters will be installed along Kansas Street, and creating and inviting public space for the community to relax, gather, and enjoy our beautiful downtown district. The annual Memorial Day ceremony will be held on Monday, May 25th at 10 a.m. in Brighter Green, the Village of Frankfort, the VFW Post 1493, Will County Deputy State's Attorney Ken Gray, and the Hickory Creek Middle School Symphonic Band will come together to honor and remember our fallen military heroes. Residents are encouraged to attend this meaningful community event. In the event of rain, which it won't happen, the ceremony will be moved to the Founders Center at 140 Oak Street. This is a wonderful event, and it's something that we highly encourage residents to come out on Memorial Day. Our Frankfort Public Library will be hosting their 60th birthday party celebration. That'll be on Thursday, May 28th. It's from 10 to noon. And we extend our congratulations and appreciation to the Library District for their important milestone, and thank you for 6 decades of service to the Frankfort community. You can find more information on that event at frankfortlibrary.org. We have some fun events coming up on the 31st. It's going to kick off, the Chamber of Commerce will have their community showcase, and it'll be in conjunction with our summer country market season. And that's Sunday, May 31st. They're going to start from 9 o'clock till 1. It'll be in downtown Frankfort. The market's going to feature returning favorites as well as several new vendors for the 2026 season. And that'll be part of our summer kickoff celebration. And that'll start at 4 o'clock that day. This year's event will feature America 250 with a patriotic theme, and will feature family-friendly entertainment, including a DJ, stilt walkers, jugglers, balloon artists, and face painters. This is all free for anyone to attend. At 6:30 p.m., the Blues Brothers Band will perform a live concert, so it's going to be red, white, and blues for the semi-quincentennial. And then we're going to have a firework display that will be launched from Prairie Park and will be visible from Pride Green. I think this is the first time we've had fireworks in Pride Green. For 2026, we're also going to do a traditional Summer Beautification Award program that'll feature a patriotic America 250 theme. Residents are invited to decorate their front porches using red, white, and blue decor to celebrate America's 250th anniversary. Residents may nominate their own home or a neighbor's by emailing Sue Lynchy at slynchy@frankfortil.org. The nominations must be submitted by June 30th. Selected homes will receive a special America 250 commemorative beautification and award lawn sign. And on a final note, I just want to welcome Casey Wagner to the world. That's it for the mayor's report tonight, and we'll go to our clerk, Katie Schubert, for board comments.
Thank you, Mayor. Our next board meeting will be June 1st. It'll actually be the village board meeting and the committee of the whole together. And that will start our summer business casual attire. And that's all I had tonight. Well, actually, and I want to congratulate and welcome Assistant Administrator Brown and Village Administrator Barica. Now we've changed it up a little bit over here, and I'm happy to have them here at the desk with me.
Thank you. Trustee Safaria.
I also want to congratulate and welcome John and Zach in their new roles, and looking forward to working with you guys in your new capacity. That's all I have.
Thank you. Trustee Rigoni.
Thank you, Mayor. First, just a couple of reminders. One, the 9 p.m. routine. Make sure that our garage doors are closed, as well as that our vehicles are locked up for the night, as well as in the summer months, we're all running around to different activities. Make sure that our valuables are out of sight and our vehicles unlocked up as well. I'd like to just give a little thank you to our Plant Commission. In the last couple months, there's been a lot of heavy lifting that has been done, and I really appreciate their time and their effort in working through these projects to bring it to the village board and in making our review easier. I'd also like to welcome Administrator Barica. Your time as assistant proves that you are well qualified for that seat. I'd also like to welcome Assistant Brown, as someone who we both started here as interns in the Community Development Department, working side by side over 20 years ago. Your knowledge of our community is beyond. As every development that has come in this time, you have had an imprint on. So I look forward to working with you in our futures. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Burley. Oh, sorry, Trustee Rossi was on the row here.
Thank you, Mayor. Again, welcome to our new administrators. I'm sure you'll do a great job. We got a lot of confidence with your appointments. Also, we do have a new director of utilities, is that correct also? And that's Will Dowling. Congratulations to him. And that's really all I have tonight.
Okay, thank you. Trustee Burley.
Thank you, Mayor. Again, congrats, John, Zach. Good to see you here, Zach, at the first and third Mondays of the next many years are tied up for you. But good to see you here. Shout out to our Public Works Department. I mean, Public Works Week. Our Public Works is the best. And, end of the day, we're a service organization, and Frankfort isn't Frankfort without those guys and girls. And they're the best. And one other shout out to Frankfort girls softball alum Katie Stewart, who was the SEC Player of the Year. And I came in from cutting the grass Saturday. Texas is on. First pitch hits a home run. It's their second of the day. I mean, she is just crushing it and representing Frankfort well. So congratulations and go Texas.
Okay, and then finally, Trustee Petro.
Thank you, Mayor. I also just want to again congratulate both Zach and John on their new appointments and look forward to seeing you in your new seats when we return to the next meeting. And I think you guys are going to be quite the dynamic duo. You both come with so much diverse experience to support the community. I'm very excited to have you both in these new roles. And I really want to highlight the summer beautification. What a great opportunity. We often talk about that we are a community of porches, and to come together for this new beautification award and celebrate the America 250 is going to be really fun to drive through the streets and see the patriotic porches. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Is there any other business to come before the board tonight? Okay, we're at the point of the meeting called public comment. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to make a public comment before the board tonight? Okay, hearing none, can I get a motion and a second to adjourn?
Second.
We have a motion and a second, and we need to do a roll call vote because we have electronic participation. So we'll go to our clerk, Katie Schuby.
Trustee Sabaria?
Yes.
Trustee Ragoni?
Yes.
Trustee Rossi?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Trustee Borelli?
Yes.
Trustee Petro?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everyone.